Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Tea for Teammates. So, today we are going to explore the Derelict of Doom, which, of course, is the lead key door for the weekly alternating Hoof of Destiny Manchu battles, located right here in Avery's Court.
My charnel champions are ready. Your blood will give them a taste for mortals. So the spiral's champion falls, doomed by the power of Manchu.
Alrighty, so obviously as a swashbuckler, Black Fog is high up in my arsenal. And Tide is optional if you feel like you might need a little bit more time to get all your buffs in place. However, Esprit Decor, Battle Zeal, and something like the Swashbuckler banner, where if you plant it on the other side of the enemy's map, you can give the entire team of Swashbucklers agility and dodge buffs, which is perfect for the pairing that we're doing right now of Swashbuckler and Privateer, because we are going to create a team of exclusively Swashbucklers and try a little bit of a different approach in which we really do use the Privateer as primarily almost 100% support. We're going to use our Privateer to make our companions untouchable, essentially, because dodge is the name of the game in this particular battle. I will say that the undead Monquistadors are arguably a bigger threat than the big boss, the Kalaka, not only because of their laundry list of epics, but because they, alongside the Kalaka, are buccaneers, so they can pretty much traverse the entire map and close that distance in one round and start wrecking you. So you better be ready, because that brutal charge also, if he's able to get you with that, it's going to take down your accuracy and it's going to make everything that much harder. So I'm going to go ahead and do Fan and El Toro, and on the Privateer Gabriel, we're going to do Scratch and Toro. So we do technically have one non-swashbuckler, but he's going to be important for some of those mojo buffs to help the Privateer out. Now, we have two choices first round. We could do our group hide, or we could do our tide. And I learned this lesson the hard way during the recording of this. Always use your tide first, because I didn't realize that if you use tide while you're hidden, that takes your hide away. So I would advise that you learn from my mistake and use your tide first. Get your people around whoever is going to be using the group hide, but use your tide first. So there goes Gabriel. Scratch, however, I am not moving. I know that Scratch would be very beneficial to have hidden because, he's kind of goes fast sometimes. However, I don't really want to waste a round not having that mojo buff. So I use the 50% first, knowing that this is going to take more than 3 rounds. And of course, since Scratch is the only one that can be seen, the witches are going to target him first. However, there's only 2 witches on the board, so I'm really not that concerned. And with where everybody else is on our board, there's no way they can even get to him. The only way that they can attack him right now is through long distance attacks. Like, of course, what the musketeers are using. Alright, so now this is the beginning of the second round, so we're going to use the 25% Esprit Decor dodge and accuracy on Gabriel, and the 100% Mojo buff, the Esprits on both of our Toros, and then I, of course, made the mistake of deciding to tide this round instead of last round. So you'll see, boom, my hide is gone. Don't make the same mistake I did. But I went ahead and used Fan's crit buff as well. And of course there's Toro's Esprit. And now they can't advance, so we're going to go straight into the next round after the long distancers do what they want to do, of course.
Now, my mummified minion.
And I'm not even really sure what that is supposed to do, but it's not very significant, I will say that. So this is the third round. we're going to take advantage of that 3-round Battle Zeal now, which is going to give us 50% dodge and accuracy. The reason you want to use Esprit first is because Esprit lasts 5 rounds, whereas Battle Zeal only lasts 3. Went ahead and moved Toro a little closer because I plan on sending him after that Kalaka. And we're just going to send Fan right in because you got to remember that we have 4 total Esprit Decors, which is 100% dodge and accuracy, as well as a Battle Zeal, which is an extra 50%. So they don't stand a chance against her or anybody on our team right now. So this will be, of course, our 4th round, and at this point, since I fudged up at the very beginning, I'm spamming minions, and having that Valor's Armor, Valor's Fortress, whatever it is that you have, really does come in handy for this fight. And we were so close to Toro taking him out with 1 turn. So now I'm charging in with my backstab. Of course, I don't have my hide anymore. If I did, then this guy would be dead. So learn from that mistake is what I have to say. Here goes Fan. I'm going to target the witches because those attacks you can't dodge. I would say the order of operations is to focus on the undead Monquistadors and the Kalaka if he seems to be an immediate threat, and then the witches as soon as possible after that. If you put one companion in charge of taking care of the witches, the other taking care of the undead monkeys, and then the other with the Kalaka, you should be good. And keep in mind, this strategy only works if you have a hide. Otherwise, you may not be able to take them out in a timely manner before your buffs expire. And now, since I know that our Battle Zeal is going to expire soon, I want to be able to take advantage of that Swashbuckler banner. Now, the easiest way for me to be able to get to the enemy side of the map is, of course, going to use the some kind of teleport, in which case I have the Assassin's Stride, I believe it's called. So I'm going to go ahead and put myself over there. That way, next round I can plant that Swash banner, and it'll be as if the Battle Zeal never even expired. And now at this point, we're pretty much just cleaning up the scraps. We're just picking up any of the enemies who are left on the board. So there's really nothing super duper complicated about this. If you know how to play the game, you know how to press attack. And now, all we have left is one. So I really didn't even need this Swashbuckler banner. But now that every single one of our accuracy and dodge buffs, for the most part, have expired, it's going to be the only source of accuracy and dodge buff that we have for our Swashbucklers specifically. And the rest is pretty self-explanatory. So thank y'all for watching. I hope that this was somewhat useful, easy enough to follow, I hope. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on Twitter. And let us know what you'd like to see next.